Welcome back to another video, legends. This one was a really cool one for us. We're in KAKADU National Park. Something that we had really no expectations for, but I'll tell you what, we were blown away by it. So much cool things in there and so many activities to do. So sit back, relax, crack yourself a coldie, and we'll take you through our experience of KAKADU National Park. Cheers guys, hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't done, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give us a little like. Righto, enjoy the video, legends. Cheers. So this is Burongoi, a beautiful natural rock formation, short distance drive off the KAKADU highway. Really easy walking and some beautiful traditional artwork in here. These popular rock formations and artworks throughout KAKADU are very well signposted and explains what the art is all about. It also tells you whether you can take footage of them or photos or stuff like that, so just be very respectful. If there is no photos to be taken, then please take this into consideration. They're opening these special spots up for us to enjoy, so please respect their decisions. Take a step back, enjoy it for what it is, rather than through the lens of a camera. Jim Falls, one not to be missed. This one blew us away. Absolutely beautiful in there. Just a heads up, it's about an hour's drive in, about 50 kilometres of corrugated roads in our experience, followed by about an 8-kilometre 4-wheel drive track, through a few water crossings and around a few boulders, etc. But just about any 4-wheel drive should get through, no dramas. Once in the car park, it's about a kilometre walk up into the falls itself. Don't underestimate this walk. It is a little bit challenging. There's some quite large boulders along the river's edge, and as you get towards the falls themselves, very, very large boulders, as you can see there. Just imagine the top of the gorge giving way over time. The large sections of rocks and boulders have then collapsed down into the river below. That's what you'll be walking along to get to the beach pool and the rock pool itself up underneath the waterfall. But I tell you what, it's definitely worth the challenge. It's absolutely beautiful up in there, but just don't underestimate it. Take plenty of water, give yourself a big chunk of time, and then just take your time to cruise in, have a swim or whatnot, then cruise out. Absolutely beautiful day. Next, we headed back down the KAKADU highway to explore Maguk or Barramundi Gorge. Beautiful little stroll down the creek up to the actual pool itself. A couple of little spots where you might get your feet wet as you are walking through the river, but if you're heading up for a swim anyway, then no dramas. Otherwise, chuck some Crocs on. Check out the water in the creek that you're walking next to though. So beautiful and picturesque. A lot of it just looks like a bit of a fish tank. Saw so many barramundi in there and Saratoga just chilling out as we're walking along. They were just holding up in these little pools that you can see there. For a fisho like myself, just makes the walk all that much special. It was too beautiful not to bloody jump in for a bit of a dip after that little hike. Nice way to cool off. We based ourselves at Kooinda Water Lodge for the 2 nights during the start of this trip. Very bustling little campsite and a beautiful restaurant up there, as you can see there. After staying at Kooinda, we then headed up the KAKADU highway to Jabiru. We based ourselves there for 4 nights to do some exploring up that end of KAKADU. The first day started with a snappy little trip up to the Cahills Crossing. For anybody familiar with this place, it is absolutely teeming with crocodiles. They are absolutely everywhere in this place. and something that you have to witness if you're up in this area. It's really cool to see them in their natural habitat like this. Just remember to keep it respectful, stay a little bit back from the edge. It'd really ruin your trip if you ended up with a toothy handbag hanging off your leg. One of the afternoons we decided to go on a cultural cruise up the Alligator River. We thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really cool to get out onto the river with some of these massive, amazing crocodiles. The cruise is run by an indigenous guide, local to the community, and he talks about his people, the land, environment, and the animals. And it's really interesting, some of the stuff that he talks about.
Looking for fish, use our fingertips. We throw it like this if it's on a bank. Yeah. So when you do this, like 3, hold boomerang, 2, hold spear. I may count of 3, guys. Yep.
1,
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Wow. That's not bad.
We then set ourselves up for a morning exploration up to Ubi. Beautiful rock formations coming out of the floodplains there, and the artwork is unbelievable. I'm not going to gibber on through this, just sit back and check out the beautiful artwork and rock formations here. As we climbed up onto the top of the lookout, there was just a truly magical feeling looking out across the floodplains there. Of all the places that we've stopped at so far, this one just felt extra special. Just made you really just stand back, soak it all in, and just imagine people have been doing this very thing for thousands of years. So just slow down and make sure you really spend some time up here. After scoping out K Hills, I really couldn't go past not having a quick little flick there. But seeing so many crocs with jewellery on their back, I really didn't want to add any more to them. Being so thick, I thought that I'd just give it a miss and maybe take my own boat out upstream. A little bit daunting launching the boat into this river. There's a lot more eyeballs on you than usual. The only crocodiles that I'm used to swimming with are big flatties. The worst they'll do is a bit of thumb rash. We spent a few hours exploring this beautiful river system and trying to figure out where all these fish were hiding. We saw that most of the fish were kind of holding in what we believe was probably the brackish side of the water system, but where the tidal salt water comes up and then meets the freshwater flow from up the river. With a bit of persistence and a few lure changes, we finally got one to bite. And Barramundi. I thought someone can catch something, eh? Yeah, sick. Nice work, old fella. Let him go. Come on. Looks like a chook. Oh, that's a fish. So we went on a cultural cruise up this East Alligator River yesterday. The indigenous fellow that was running the cruise showed us a few spots up and down here, and there's some rock art you might be able to see up top of that hill there. A couple of fish. So that was drawn up by the elders to show the younger guys and girls where the fish are, which is pretty cool. And there is heaps of fish here. You can see it all on the sounder, but whether they're just not bloody on the chew today, not sure. But there's definitely holding fish really deep. Heaps of structure around here with all these rocks, ledges for stuff to hide in. So yeah, pretty cool. Actually getting hot out here, so we might call it, I think. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please stick around. There's some cool stuff coming up. So we're heading into Darwin. And there's some really cool fishing episodes coming up too, so make sure you just tune in, check it out. See you guys.